Fancy seeing you here. Welcome to the crib. As you can see, this is the apartment of a very successful high-ticket closer. That's quite apparent. No, only kidding. So, came out to Portugal, Madeira, because the weather in the UK has been absolutely shocking, as it always gets around this time of year. And then I kind of stood there, I had a little think, and I realised I can make money from anywhere. I don't need to stay here, looking out this window at the grey clouds, rain on the window every day. So let's catch a flight and let's get out here. We've got nice little kitchen area, everything you could need, very modern setup, which is sweet. Come through to here. We've got the home office, got a little bit of techno on, has to be done. The Sandy Pail. Already had the white monster. That's already been drank, but you know it was there. Now, living room, got a big fuck off TV, which is sound. And then, nice little balcony. Check it. Decent scenes. We've got a supermarket right over the road with absolutely anything you could need. Got a restaurant, which is a steakhouse, standard, got to get the protein in. There is a gated security zone, not like I imagine Madeira is very bad for crime anyway. And let's head back inside. There is an on-site gym that I'll likely head down and take a look at shortly. They've got a pool overlooking the ocean. Bathroom has an absolute sick size shower that. Naughty. Boom. And then check this. Bedroom, cozy, but nice blackout curtains when you're sleeping. Gotta have that optimal sleep hygiene. So that when you wake up you slam that monster, then you hop on those calls with maximum fucking energy. And then check this, just mobility. You can just stroll on out in the morning. It's nice and moderate. It's like 18 to 22 degrees, which is just optimal. That's what we need at this time of year. Oh yeah, the wardrobes. Right, we've got these wardrobes as well. Let's check them out. Boom! Look at the light turning on. Look at the light. Nice size wardrobes and all. Pretty much anything you're gonna need. And we're gonna be here for the remainder of November, and the idea is I'll probably put some clips in the YouTube video. I'm going to be demonstrating what it is I do for work and how I'm going to make the money back that's going to cover this whole 2 weeks whilst we're here, because then that'll demonstrate I can go pretty much anywhere I like and just cover the costs whilst I'm there and just move about, nomad life. Alright, so we'll check in. We're probably going to head downstairs, take a look at the gym, go out back, take a look at the pool and what that view looks like, so I'll show you that. And yeah, catch you. Yes. Check out the view. Look at that bad boy. I reckon the view from down at the pool is gonna be next level. They've got like infinity pool set up overlooking the ocean, as you can see, and some nice like green space if you just want to sort of chill in nature. And this is just for this apartment, private, which is a sick little setup. So gonna head into the lift. Even the lifts are modern. They've got like very what's the word, like doctor office style lighting. How white it is. Let me see if it opens up. Which one? They don't have the numbers on them. Sounds like this one. Oh. Here's where there's people in the lift. We gotta go dead awkwardly silent. good. Look at that. Clinical lighting. What did they say? 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first time. That's probably so close up. It's the first time we're heading down to the gym. I might not carry this microphone around talking through it because it makes me look like some form of journalist. Alright, fuck it. Check in when we're down there. Wow, that's next level. In the gym. Very limited on kit, I will say that, like many apartment, hotel gyms. However, we're gonna be able to get at least a pretty good back and arm session done. Could probably do some improvisation to do other bits and bobs. There is a main gym nearby, and I'm pretty confident that it's like €10 for a day pass, so here and there we'll just spend the €10, go there, do a proper workout, because you couldn't train legs here. Like there's no leg equipment. I mean, just to give you a bit of an idea of actually what we've got to play around with. Bit of cardio, who on earth is ever going to do that? Treadmill, rower, like Stairmastery treadmill. Dip looking bar things here. Don't know whether I'd even want to bother risking that in case I suddenly dislocate my shoulder. Some bikes, once again, we ain't touching those. Got a bench, which is sweet. However, the dumbbells only go up to 15s. So we can do some arms, I suppose, some like side delts, things like that, maybe some rows, but not really. And then this is pretty much what we're going to be using entirely. The cable machine. Can do pull-ups, push-downs, row. I'll probably just do seated rows on the floor, set myself up from there. And we've got like some D handles as well, so we could do flies, single arm kneeling rows, for example, like pull-downs, etc. Yeah, we're going to be able to come up with something, that's for sure, to get a good pump. Keep the muscle retention. You only need to do like minimal amount of training once you've developed yourself a decent amount of muscle to maintain it. You've obviously got to work really hard to actually originally gain it and put it on, but once you have it, then you're sweet, right? It's like your sales skills. It's like your closing skills. At first, you got to put the reps in. You got to go through the trenches. You got to be there day in, day out, going through the education, watching videos, watching podcasts, learning from others. But then once you put all of that time and effort in and you've actually developed yourself to becoming that version who is confident and you understand the framework and you understand the psychology behind why you're asking certain questions, then you don't need any of that as much anymore. Obviously, there's always room to improve. You should always be striving to be better, learn more, but you know for a fact that you're going to be able to consistently make like 20,000 a month with where you're at, and any more than that is you heading to that top percentile, right? That's the key. It's the same with the gym. So let me see what I can do. I'll cut to the workout and we'll get some reps in. Good morning. So it is Tuesday, and funnily enough, I'm actually about to do a talk for a sales community, going into like the power of congruency and then explaining my story, right? How everything changed within the space of 1 year through applying myself, staying true, and having that confidence that as long as I kept putting one foot in front of the other, I was going to get to the end result, right? Because that's all that really matters. Now, this sales society right here is actually ran by a girl. Her name's Vicky. And she was part and parcel the reason how I even got into the closing space in the first place. She lives locally to where I'm from, and I had a friend of mine who was my original mentor back when I was trying to be an online fitness coach. And he said, why don't you look into becoming an appointment setter? And I had no idea what that was. I was like, well, no clue, let me look into it. And then I asked him, do you know anybody that would be able to give me some advice or tips on how to get into this space? And he recommended Vicky to me. And then from there, I got in touch. She forwarded me to somebody else because back then it was early days. She hadn't even started her own society yet, her own sales mentorship. And I began my journey, and that's what kind of set everything off. So it's quite cool to see how things have now come full circle. I'm being paid to come on and do a talk for her and teach the girls that she's going to have on here how they can achieve the same thing, because there is nothing particularly special about myself. I just stayed true. That's all it comes down to. So I'll probably keep the camera rolling whilst I'm doing the talk, just so you can maybe get some clips, bits and bobs. But yeah, it'll be a cool experience, and I look forward to doing many more in the future. Hello everyone, my name's Ethan. I'm not sure if Vicky's mentioned anything about me. I'm a high ticket closer, like a lot of yourselves, and I started 1 year ago, and I actually followed very similarly to Vicky in terms of like the footsteps that I took to get here. So I started as a personal trainer, went from being a PT to trying to be an online coach, and then went from trying to be an online coach to stepping up into the sales game. And then I went from making probably about, $3,000 a month, maybe like £2,500 per month as a PT, to now making over 20,000 as a closer in 1 year. And I had no prior sales experience. So I wrote down, and I would advise all of you to do this. If any of you have got a pen and paper now and you haven't done it already, because this is going to make it more physical. You don't type it, don't put it in your notes on your phone, write it down, and then like sticky note it onto the wall or a whiteboard or a board. Give yourself things that you need to do in order to become the version of yourself who truly earns the money you deserve. So write 5 things that you need to do in order to be fully congruent with the person you want to be. So I wrote down, I need to, number 1, invest into myself. Number 2, develop my skill set. Number 3, make a lot more money. Number 4, earn my freedom. Now from here, you've got these core points that your mind can focus on. You can spider diagram off of those. So as you can see, invest into myself. Back then I didn't know who to invest into. So I spider diagrammed off there, who? Develop my skill set, once again, how? Make a lot more money, what's the path to do that? And as you can see, all of this begun to align with where I am today. And funnily enough, I had already invested into myself prior when I tried to become an online coach. And I'd gotten connections and met a friend through there. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, he mentioned to me what appointment setting was. And I said, look, you can see the text here from last year. You don't happen to know anywhere online that may be looking for sales jobs? I know you mentioned appointment setting was good. The next step up from that is a closer. I'm going to scale my PT business to 5K and then I'm maybe going to go into the sales things, right? So I'd heard what a setter was, but I already then heard what a closer was. And I was like, I want to go up to the closer. Start at the setter, go up to the closer, because that's where the ceiling can go. And then he sent me Vicky. She trains setters, very, very good. And this was last year before Vicky had even started any of this. Now, I then got in touch with Vicky. I asked her how she got into the space. She gave me some background on herself, a bit of her story. And it inspired me because I started to realize somebody who was local to where I lived has done exactly what I want to do. Vicky was a PT, then became an online coach, then became a closer, and then went to Dubai. she did the stepping stones.
There's a few girls in here who are PTs even, to be
Hey,
honest.
well, there we go. You've got to dedicate yourself for 1 year and you can scale your business, scale your career, change your life drastically. What I will leave you all with is hopefully a lot of you did write some things down in terms of like little incongruencies in your own lives, things that you can maybe address kind of in the present moment, right? The one I said to circle, get onto that today, wake up tomorrow with that already in place. And then each day, just kind of circle the next. And I can guarantee you, if Vicky gets me on again, like if I jump back on like next month and you're all on here, you can all tell me how much of a better place you're in compared to now. Awesome. Well, I wish you all a wonderful day. Have a blessed day, everybody. And I'll catch you all later.
Bye.
Bye. It was good, wasn't it? Boom, boom.
Okay, looks like I'm
Awesome.
in.
Fantastic. Has it redirected you to the welcome screen?
It says, Aqua, congratulations on joining the AI Agency Launchpad.
Awesome.
Welcome to the AI Agency Launchpad.
We begin the adventure, we begin the journey. How'd you feel?
I literally cannot wait.
Nice.
I cannot wait. I'm hoping and praying everything turns out.
No, there's no hoping and praying. We're gonna make it happen. That's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna make it happen, aren't we, Ethan? We are,
we
right?
Certainly are. We certainly are. Why am I sensing some doubt? It best not be.
You know what? You're right.
Yes, people. So it is 11:10 at night, and I have come down to the gym because tonight, 2 a.m. till 6 a.m., I'm going to be taking part in a sales webinar event. So for the next 3 days, there is an offer that is running this huge challenge, right? And what that means is they're doing this big 3-day build-up event, and at the end of each 2 to 3 hour live webinar, they do a sudden price drop where they'll get people involved, they'll get them hyped up, and then they get booked onto my calendar, and then I just have to close the deal on the call, take the cash, and head to the next call. So I'll be doing back-to-back 30-minute call slots. They originally did 15 minutes, but realized that was a bit crazy and hectic, so it's 30 minutes now, and I've thought, you know what, I've got to get myself amped up. My sleep schedule is going to be absolutely wrecked over the next couple of days because today is Thursday, right? So what I'm going to be doing, 2 a.m. till 6 a.m. Friday morning. Then I'm going to be working a normal day, 1 p.m. till 8 p.m. on the Friday. And then I'm going to be doing 2 a.m. till 6 a.m. Saturday, 2 a.m. till 7 a.m. Sunday. So it's going to be absolutely crazy hours. Luckily, I'm not going to be working during the day on Saturday or Sunday, so I'll be able to lie in and get a long sleep and basically work like a night shift, right?
But I'm gonna get amped up, I'm gonna get a pump, I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna crack a white monster, probably gonna have 2 tonight, 2 each night. I already had 1 this morning. I normally stick to 1 a day, but look, we're gonna have to slam 3 for this challenge. I'll likely set the camera up as well, so you're gonna be able to see what it's like taking these calls, hopefully just lay down after lay down. And I'm also going to be jumping on a call with the fellas who are joining me on this beforehand. We're going to like watch the webinar together in a call, get each other amped up, and then jump straight on our calls, which will be sick. So yeah, we set the camera up, get a little workout in, get a pump, head upstairs, and I'll catch you a bit later on. Having to smash push-ups because dumbbells only go up to 15s, so not really much you can do for chest in here. Gonna smash push-ups just till complete failure, get the chest pump going, then side raises with cables. Gonna smash these, put them down to the bottom and do crossovers. Might do some lat push downs. I did pull-ups the other day, so I'm not going to do them again. And then we'll come up with some stuff. We'll come up with some ideas, some bro science ideas. I am fatiguing quickly. I'm fatiguing really fast. Looking fucking juiced up. Workout is done. Just gone midnight. It was a quick one. Just wanted to get a bit of a pump, get the heart rate up, wake myself up more, get myself ready. Gonna head upstairs, get a shower, crack a monster, and jump on the call with the fellas because the webinar's about to start right now. Goes on for about 2 hours. Then calls go live 2 a.m. Gonna do 4 hours back to back, which means I should be able to take 8 calls, right? 1 every 30 minutes. Should just be lay downs. Fingers crossed, right? But yeah, ideally just bang, payment over in 30 minutes, straight onto the next, straight onto the next. If we need to objection handle, I'm gonna have some clips in there. So we'll see, we might mess around, right? Just for a laugh. It's always good at times to kind of get back to going back and forth and objection handling with people, as long as they're not taking the piss and wasting my time. Well, that's a bit eerie, isn't it? Hear that? There was no one else in here, just a heads up. I hope that caught on the camera. It was like a weird noise, I was gonna say. Oh, someone's in a fireworks. Or it's gunshots. It's a bit mad. Yeah, it kind of does sound like gunshots. As I'm walking towards them. But I was going to say, before I go up, hey, I'm not going to lie, did I just catch someone getting fucking killed on camera? Like, there's like genuinely no reason why someone would be setting off fireworks and I didn't see anything in the sky. I actually think I might have just heard someone get shot. But before I go upstairs, just thought I'd show you the back garden because it is very aesthetic. Yes, now. Check this out. Serious scenes. Serious scenes. Right, time to make some cash. Very clinical lighting in here. Look how white the light is. Oh, we're well and truly pumped now. And I don't feel too tired, which is a good sign. Yes, people, so cracking the White Monster. We're at 12:30. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna jump on with my boy Steve and my boy Tom. The webinar's already started, we're about half an hour in. Gonna get prepped, gonna get hyped, gonna get ready to hop on these calls. And then I'll cut to probably taking a couple of them, closing a couple of deals. Let's see how much cash we can make in the next 3 days. It's gonna be cool, it's gonna be fun. Got the Sandy Pal, got the White Monster, got everything we need. All right, we're sorted. Got the setup. Let's get it. I've got one of these bad boys.
Got the DJI thing.
Got the DJI.
Nice.
Yes, the fellas.
Yes, bro. Ready to make some money.
We're getting hyped. The fuck all. Proper Miami closer. I'm gonna answer calls with these fucking bad boys on. This is the fucking setup, fellas. Webinar's going off. Chat's kicking up. Pretty cool, fellas, in here.
He's hyping them up, though,
fucking
happy.
Gonna crank a little Louis Hamill.
What's that one? Flavour's that?
It's like a peach flavour.
Yeah? What man? Peach.
First call. We're in.
Let's lock in.
Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Boom! That's one piff down, baby. $400 in 20 minutes. We are up at the Botanical Gardens. Had to get a cable car right the way up and then another little cable car down to here. But the view is next level. Look at this little cave. This is mad.